so much. And before I start the discussion, since last 2 days, we have a lot of interaction with the people. So it's my, being the part of the tourism fraternity, let me say labas riyatas to my Lithuanian friend, Kazakh friends, assalam, Egyptian sabal khair, and of course my friend from Brazil, bom dia. In India too, we also have people from across the country. So my fellow friend from Odisha, Agya, Namaskar Bhaina Agya, and Jai Sri Krishna to my Gujarati friend, and of course people are from great land called Telangana or Andhra, Bagunara to all of you. And of course one of my friends, she is from Kerala, Ellavaram Sukhamano. Of course Tamilian, they will be unhappy if I will not say Vadakkam to all of them. And of course there are some Bengali boys and girls are there. Namaskar, and finally there are so many people are there, but I know some of you are from Maharashtra also. Jai Maharashtra Sahib, kasha kai tumi, apla manus ahe. So with these words, let me take you to a tour rather. The topic and the theme is sustainable tourism. And luckily we all are here at this holy land, because India is known for its rich culture, rich legacy, rich heritage. Dear friends, if you refer the Indian civilization, you will find out that it is almost 3,000 years old initially. So far as written scripts are there, Vedas and Upanishads are there. Similarly, when we talk about the Egyptian or Central Asia, we all are representing a rich heritage. And let me tell you, this is not what I have written. It was 3,000 years back. If you refer the Indian sculptures, a Shanti mantra, I think my friend who is from Mauritius, a native Indian, the Shanti mantra says, Om Shanti Antriksha Shanti Prathivya Shanti Rapa Shanti Aushadhi Shanti Vanaspati Shanti Brahma Shanti. So what it shows when we talk about the Shanti 3,000 years back, let there may be peace and welfare everywhere. It is not with the human being. Let the peace may prevail in the earth, ocean, as well as on the sky, even the plants also. So everywhere we used to talk about the welfare, dear friends. Of course, UN has gone for the sustainable goals, and the 14th goal is related to the sustainability. They are talking about this when the geopolitical changes are taking place. My friend from US, we were discussing during breakfast. In this changing scenario of geopolitical activities, we the people, those are in Asia, the people, those are in Europe or America. Dear friends, it was in 2010 when World Tourism Organization, UNWTO and WTTC, World Tourism and Travel Council, they have made the prediction. It was 10-15 years back. The prediction was the future tourism would be driven from Asia. We the people from Asia, we were crossing our finger that how it can be possible. But today, if you refer the GDP growth, the Indian GDP growth is much higher even from if you compare with the China or other countries. Dear friends, I don't want to discuss the other parts, but let us be very positive. And let me congratulate the director, Mr. Chenna Reddy, who has selected this title for the right place. Since our discussion is on the tourism and hospitality, dear students, please note down, it is not my words, it is not the words of Ministry of Tourism. Atithi Devo Bhava. Guest is like God. This is what 3000 years back, Taittiriya Upanishad, just note down, you can search through Google also. Taittiriya Upanishad says, Atithi Devo Bhava. We are from this legacy. It is our forefathers who has established Vasudev Kutumbakam. Vasudev Kutumbakam says that the world is one family. If you check the DNA, somewhere we are related. Dear friends, with this background, because there is a time limitation also, so let me have the discussion on the topic first. I wish to discuss and focus upon the issues and challenges for the sustainable tourism. This is what I think, if you can recall the youngsters, the people, it is not the India was suffering or Asia was suffering across the country. These were the common things which we have observed. Why we are talking again on sustainability, we'll discuss that also. This was the common picture, and this corona has affected the entire global communities, though it's a stock market or say trade or so ever. We know the domino impact of tourism, the multiplier impact of tourism. It's a proud privilege to say that India, my friend from US, he was asking, what a large chunk of population you have. But India has made a world record to have the vaccine, their own vaccine. And the people, almost 2/3 people have vaccinized. When we talk about this corona vaccine, it was in 2021. Yes, 2022 also, we have witnessed certain important things which we will definitely discuss. People from across the globe, they are looking towards India. Be it software engineers, be it scientists, be it engineers. So dear friends, what I'm trying to tell you, there are certain changes which are taking place, and one of the important aspects when we talk about the changing mindset of the tourist and changing mindset of the consumer. They don't want to come to Hyderabad just to see the building. Rather, they are more keen to see the art, culture. They wish to have the experience. And this is how, again, the experiential tourism and all these things are coming up. There are so many changes are coming. So I don't want to discuss about this, but please remember, you are the future generation. You are the future of tourism. You are the budding manager of our own nation, and you may serve across the globe. Please remember, after the corona, the mindset of the consumer, mindset of the tourist have been changed. You have to think critically about this important aspect. Dear friends, this is what commonly we have witnessed. The moment I started planning to come to this place, my wife has asked, are you carrying the, mask? Mother, old mother, yes, he has rightly said. Do you carry the sanitizer also? The new protocols are there. People are scared. Dear friends, the reason is why this sustainable tourism is coming again. I'm not talking about only India. People love to see the heritage. Let me tell you frankly, dear friends, it was during Corona period. People returned back to their roots. People returned back to their roots. And when we talk about the roots, the past, the rich heritage, it was my old mother, she prepared the ginger drink. My sister's son is in Washington, and he used to say that, maternal uncle, we have golden water, packed golden water. We call haldi, milk. And this is what, so many things. There is a typical root called GOI. I do not know how many of you know about this. But the maximum consumption, all these are the immunity booster food. Still, I recall, I got an opportunity to visit the Oberoi property in Agra, Amar Vilas, Hotel Amar Vilas, which is one of the best hotel. So far as the global ranking is concerned, Oberoi's Vilas properties are number 1. When we talk about the Uday Vilas, if you refer the Condé Nast, you will find that Condé Nast says that Oberoi's has the best property, even in US. When we talk about all these things, and still I recall in Amar Vilas when I checked in, they have shown the menu. It was clearly written how much calories are there. So they have changed the menu because of the corona and all that thing. Dear friends, now I am bored close to the nature. I am staying in the Manu's guest house. It is air conditioned. Purposefully in the morning I open the window. Let the fresh air may be there. People are more closer to the nature because they have witnessed they have encountered the corona. The people from so-called developed nation, be it is Italy, be it is US, be it is UK, the maximum casualty taken place in that so-called developed world. But now they also realize the nature is important, heritage is important, culture is important, and therefore when we used to come to restaurant, wash your hand first. Those days have gone. After meals you are washing your hands. Put your shoes outside. This is what the rich culture we had. And people realize that this is very important. In the red line I mentioned environmental consciousness. This has grown up in the last 2-3 years. Dear friends, I don't want to define, but let us be very clear because sometimes people get confused. What is ecotourism, nature-based tourism, sustainable tourism? So of course, when we talk about the sustainable tourism, it is more concerned with the locals. Unless I buy something from Hyderabad, unless I boost up the locals, the local economy. Yesterday it was so nice when the ladies from the tribal area or the remote area, the rural ladies, rural background, they have danced and they were so happy. And they were so happy, they were mesmerized to having the dinner along with the foreign delegates. And that is what the emotion should come. And this is the right meaning of sustainable tourism. Dear friends, we have to think about the need of present. And when we talk about this, needs in the future also. When sustainable tourism is not confined only to the economic aspect, rather nature, art, culture, local community. Of course, the people, those are from the local area. This is why rural tourism is coming up, agri-tourism is coming up. The urban society is moving towards the rural area. Even in India also, I was sharing that our young generation, these people, those are sitting behind, they are moving towards the Western culture. Where the people, those are from the Western world, when they are coming to India, they are saying that, oh, we committed a mistake. We entered to the nuclear family system. We entered into the micro family system. But now at this stage, 70 plus, we realize that East is the good comparatively because there is a value system. There is a rich culture and heritage. Dear friends, when we talk about this important aspect of sustainable tourism, the local community, economical aspect, social aspect, I have witnessed number of case studies. If we take the example of Cambodia, Cambodia is famous for, there is a largest Hindu temple, Angkor Wat is there. People used to visit Cambodia because they are coming to Vietnam, and it was a day trip coming by Cox and King or Thomas Cook, or else they are visiting daytime, returning back by the same evening. Locals were having no benefit. But recently we did a study with the Siam Reap University. Siam Reap is the town where the Angkor Wat temple is there. And during course of study we realized that there is a need to strengthen the locals. And this is how it is very important when we talk about the sustainable tourism. Dear friends, when we talk about the sustainable tourism, this term cannot be developed in the isolation unless you think what are the gaps, what your community want, what the people, the local people, where are they? Those who are staying in Gachibowli area, are they happy? Are they employed? Dear friends, it requires a lot of urban and rural planning. You cannot think about the sustainable tourism caring only about the urbans. This is very important aspect. And when we are developing the road, or we call the infrastructure development, but India is witnessing in this century super structure also. Basic infrastructure and superstructure also. So the most important thing is the rural development. Of course, we'll discuss, it is in Himachal reference, but let me have the discussion when we are talking about Egypt, or when I am talking about Baku of Azerbaijan, or when I am talking about say Brazil or Portugal, or even India also, Andhra or Kashmir, or say Telangana. We cannot develop the sustainable tourism model blindly. There are certain specific region-based requirements that has to be kept in mind. Dear friends, when we talk about the most important aspect, especially in Asia, I'm so sorry, my country is incredible, but it badly requires proper, of course, present government has taken some initiatives about the Swachh Bharat, Swachh Pariyatan. Waste management is very, very important. Be it is the coastal area, be it is the hills or mountains or the nature-based travel or the places. Why this sustainable tourism is coming very fast? Why the people are talking a lot about the sustainable tourism practices? Dear friends, I have tried to identify these things. People love to enjoy the nature. Yes, I am visiting a place. Last week I was in Rajasthan. So I went for a jeep safari. I had been to Dubai where we had a desert safari. But that jeep safari was on the top of mountain, no road. And we have spotted 40 leopards. Wow, what a unique thing. This is the new experience, learning new things. India is rich in this manner. My maternal uncle is in Hyderabad, paternal uncle is somewhere else, so I am visiting those areas. I am going to my native village to see. My friend from Kerala, she is going to her native village in Kerala, though she is working in Bangalore. I asked why. Oh, my appa is there, he is sick, so I just wish to see him. Of course, tourism is a tool for stress management. Boys and girls, boys knows well, when the girlfriend is unhappy, let us go somewhere. Similarly, we all the married people, whereas wife is, because we are traveling a lot, If she's unhappy, let us go to somewhere else. So my wife is very happy because in April, first week, we are going for a conference in Cannes, in France. Wow. So tourism become a tool for stress management, and there are so many aspects when we talk about the physical stress because of this urbanization, commodity-based economy. Now people want to move away from this. Yes, there are so many things which you would realize that these are the reason why the sustainable tourism is coming up. But dear friends, there are certain challenges also. We have to remember it is not from outside India. The left hand side is the T3 airport, Terminal 3 airport of New Delhi. Huge crowd, carrying capacity, we have witnessed newspaper last year. To conquer the top of the Mount Everest, there was a lane of people, climbers. So the carrying capacity is a big issue. You cannot develop the sustainable tourism. You cannot think about the sustainable tourism without keeping in mind the carrying capacity of the destination. Yesterday, the professor has discussed about Himachal, the upper area of India, northern area. Like in south also you have the Ooty, Kodaikanal. We also have Himachal, Uttarakhand. They become concrete jungle. Are we talking about this sort of sustainable tourism? So we have to be very careful, dear friends. Still I recall, Professor Chennai Reddy has invited me last time also for the same conference. We stayed somewhere in a hotel, and there our meal was, the dinner was arranged in the APTDC hotel. The distance was 1.5 kilometers only. It took almost 90 minutes time because of the traffic problem. Traffic is not a problem in India. If you visit the London, if you visit Venice and Europe, in Italy, you would find the same problem is there. We have limited resources, dear friends. Of course, the Western world is interested to see the rich heritage in India. And let me appreciate Professor Reddy, who was mentioning yesterday because of this water body. Now rest of the people, those are staying in the surroundings, they are very happy because they have saved total 1 crore Indian rupees, millions of dollars. We have a scarcity of the resources. That also have to be kept in mind. Yes, this is what the people love to visit India to see the lion, they want to see the leopard, tiger, and all those things. We talk a lot about the technology. We discuss a lot about the GPS. But dear friends, are we talking about this sort of technology or the wildlife tourism? We have to be very careful. So I wish to sum up my discussion here by saying, please remember, when we talk about the sustainable tourism, there are important issues and challenges are there. Those are region specific, and we have to be careful because in the last 2 years after the corona, new protocol, new skilling, new mindset of the tourist is there. He does not want to go to the crowded cities or the urban area. He wants to explore the hidden gems of the destination. And when we talk about the hidden gems, they are in the rural area, they are close to the nature, so we have to be very careful. Thank you very much.